Over 60, don't eat these 3 foods with your meal. They trigger reflux. Are you tired of that burning sensation after meals? Imagine enjoying your favorite foods again without the fear of acid reflux, ruining your evening. In this video, I'll reveal 3 common foods that people over 60 should avoid combining with meals. Foods that silently trigger reflux symptoms without you even realizing it. By the end of this video, you'll have practical knowledge that could dramatically reduce your reflux episodes and improve your quality of life. I'll also share some alternative food combinations that can satisfy your cravings without the uncomfortable aftermath. Stay with me until the end for a special tip that many of my clients call a game changer. For managing reflux symptoms, this isn't just about avoiding foods, it's about reclaiming your enjoyment of eating. Have you ever finished a delicious meal only to be rewarded with that uncomfortable burning sensation climbing up your throat? If you're over 60 and nodding your head right now, you're definitely not alone. Acid reflux becomes increasingly common as we age. And what many people don't realize is that certain food combinations can be the hidden culprits behind those painful symptoms. Let me ask you something. Do you know what happens in your digestive system when reflux occurs? Many people think it's just about having too much stomach acid, but that's only part of the story. As we age, the muscle that separates our stomach from our esophagus, called the lower esophageal sphincter, naturally weakens. This means that even normal levels of stomach acid can more easily flow backward, creating that burning sensation we've all come to dread. Now, let's talk about those 3 foods you should never combine with your meals if you're over 60 and struggling with reflux. The first one might surprise you because it seems so innocent. Tomatoes. Yes, those bright red fruits we add to so many dishes. Have you noticed how your reflux symptoms worsen after having pasta with tomato sauce for dinner? That's because tomatoes are highly acidic, and when combined with other foods, they can dramatically increase the acidity level in your stomach, making reflux symptoms more likely and more severe. Think about the last time you had spaghetti with tomato sauce. Did you experience that familiar burning sensation afterward? Many of my clients report significant improvement when they simply separate tomato consumption from their main meals. Could this simple change make a difference for you too? The second food that's particularly problematic when combined with meals is chocolate. I know, chocolate is one of life's great pleasures, but have you considered having it at a different time than your main meal? Chocolate contains compounds that can relax that sphincter muscle I mentioned earlier, making it easier for acid to flow back up. When you combine chocolate with a full meal, you're essentially creating the perfect storm for reflux to occur. How often do you finish your dinner with a piece of chocolate or a chocolate dessert? If reflux has been bothering you, this might be a pattern worth breaking. What if you enjoyed your chocolate treat at least 2 hours after your meal instead? Many of my clients find this simple timing adjustment makes a tremendous difference. The third food that can trigger reflux when combined with meals is high-fat dairy products like full-fat cheese, cream, and butter. Are you someone who adds cheese to almost everything? The problem with combining high-fat dairy with meals is that fat slows down digestion, meaning food stays in your stomach longer. The longer food remains in your stomach, the more likely acid is to back up into your esophagus, especially if you lie down soon after eating. Have you ever wondered why that cheesy casserole bothers you more than a simpler meal? Could reducing the amount of high-fat dairy in your dinner make your evenings more comfortable? Many people over 60 find they can still enjoy these foods in moderation, but timing and portion size become crucial. Now, I want you to think about your typical day. How many meals do you eat that combine these trigger foods? Reflux doesn't have to be an inevitable part of aging. With some thoughtful adjustments to how and when you consume certain foods, many people find significant relief. What alternatives could you try instead of tomato-based sauces? Have you considered pesto or olive oil-based dressings rather than ending your meal with chocolate? What about having a small piece as an afternoon treat, separate from your main meals and instead of high-fat dairy? Have you explored plant-based alternatives or lower-fat versions that might be gentler on your digestive system? Let me share something important that many people miss. Reflux isn't just uncomfortable. It can have long-term health consequences if left unaddressed. Chronic reflux can lead to inflammation of the esophagus, increasing the risk of more serious conditions. This is especially true for people over 60. Does that make you think differently about managing your symptoms? Have you been relying heavily on antacids to manage your reflux? While medications certainly have their place, wouldn't it be better to prevent the problem from occurring in the first place? By making smarter food choices, many of my clients are surprised to discover how much control they actually have over their symptoms through dietary adjustments. Did you know that the position in which you eat can also impact reflux? Sitting upright at a table versus slouching on the couch can make a significant difference. And what about the timing of your meals? Have you been eating too close to bedtime? These factors, combined with food choices, create your overall reflux risk profile. Another question to consider: have you been drinking enough water throughout the day? Proper hydration helps dilute stomach acid and supports healthy digestion. But timing matters here too. Large amounts of water during meals can distend your stomach and potentially worsen reflux symptoms. Have you found this to be true for your body? Now, I promised you a game-changing tip that has helped many of my clients. And here it is. Try incorporating small amounts of ginger into your daily routine, whether as a tea between meals or finely grated into your cooking. Ginger has natural anti-inflammatory properties that many people find helpful for managing reflux symptoms. Have you ever tried this approach consistently? The key word here is consistently. Occasional use won't show you the potential benefits. Speaking of consistency, how committed are you to making changes that could significantly improve your quality of life? Managing reflux requires some perseverance and attention to patterns. But isn't your comfort worth that effort? Many people spend years suffering unnecessarily when solutions could be simpler than they imagined. Do you keep a food journal to track your symptoms? If not, could this be the missing piece in understanding your unique trigger patterns? Everyone's body responds differently. And while these three foods, tomatoes, chocolate, and high-fat dairy, are common triggers when combined with meals, you might have additional sensitivities worth identifying. Let's talk about portion size as well. Have you noticed that overeating, regardless of what foods are involved, tends to worsen reflux symptoms? The physical pressure of a very full stomach can force acid upward. What if you tried eating smaller meals more frequently instead of 3 large ones? Many people over 60 find this approach not only helps with reflux, but also provides more consistent energy throughout the day. If you've been watching until now, you're clearly someone who takes their health seriously, and I applaud you for that. Not everyone is willing to invest time in learning how to better care for themselves. Have you shared what you're learning with others in your life who might also be struggling with reflux? Sometimes the people closest to us are suffering silently. Let me ask you something important. Are you giving your body enough time to digest before lying down? One rule of thumb that helps many people is waiting at least 3 hours after eating before going to bed. Have you been honoring this guideline? If not, could this simple timing adjustment make a difference for your reflux symptoms? If you've made it this far in the video, I want to sincerely thank you for your attention and commitment to your health. This kind of dedication is exactly what leads to real improvements in how you feel day to day. I'd love to hear about your experiences with reflux and which of these 3 trigger foods, tomatoes, chocolate, or high-fat dairy, has been most problematic for you when combined with meals. Asterisk, please take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments below. Specifically, I'd love to know which of these 3 foods you find most difficult to avoid with meals. Your comment might help someone else who's struggling with similar challenges. And if you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps more people find this content who might benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, I share new videos with practical health tips for people over 60 every week. And if you're interested in learning more about managing digestive issues naturally, check out my next video appearing on your screen now about the best breakfast choices for people with reflux. Remember, small changes to when and how you consume trigger foods can make a significant difference in your comfort and quality of life. You deserve to enjoy your meals without dreading the aftermath. Here's to healthier, more comfortable dining experiences ahead.